Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, I've shown this band notice before. I was given it while I was in jail, so I'm just going to quickly skim through it. And it's repeated. So we got the band notice here. They're telling me not to come back because they saw porn on my computer. And then they highlight the rules, including the porn issue on my computer. Number 13, engaging in any kissing in viewing of pornography. I don't know why it's darkened, but okay. And then my address is the detention center, 299 Edwina Street. So that's where the detention center is. And then I got the rules again, yeah, because that's what happened with this PDF. Alright, now I got all these documents, whatever. Look at all these documents, they're crazy. That's all I save on this tablet here are documents from Natchitoches. This is my Natchitoches tablet, pretty much. So we got, what is it? Okay, it's down. Alright, notice of claim library. Now this is something a friend has written. I have not submitted. I think it's neat. Come on. So that's my address. I'm in Caroline, North Carolina. This is to the board. That's all the board. Right now it's my notice of claim. Dear board, this notice of claim is sent in compliance with the provisions of something to inform you that I'm the claimant. This is the factual basis for the claim. In a letter dated April 18th, secondary claim, directed to Mr. Travis and signed by the director, by and through Library Board of Control, you collectively allege that Mr. Hines engaged in conduct that violated the Natchitoches Parish Library policy. In the referenced letter, you collectively banished Mr. Hines from 2 public taxpayer-funded properties, denying him of public services upon unverified and unsubstantiated rumors of court testimony. The Board of Control is a body politic with 3 responsibilities: statutory responsibility, practical responsibility, and ethical responsibility. You have provided no evidence of the allegations you have made against Mr. Hines. As such, this letter serves as notice of claim and conforms to the revised statutes. Specifically stated in the letter, you allege that Mr. Hines was viewing pornographic material on his personally owned laptop, which is not the property of the library. However, no patron or staff of the library made any notice or complaints at any time reflecting your allegation. Mr. Hines had just began setting up his laptop and had not even had an opportunity to use it when police arrived upon library staff's request. After review of the Natchitoches Parish Library Board of Control agenda and meeting minutes, it appears that the board did not make a public ruling on this matter, and issuance of the letter to Mr. Hines is in violation of your revised statutes 42.5 B.C. Furthermore, it is a discriminatory practice to deny an individual the full and equal enjoyments of the goods, services, facilities, privileges, advantages, and accommodations of a place of public accommodation. A place of a public accommodation is defined as any place, store, or other establishment, either at license or unlicensed, which supplies goods or services to the general public, or which solicits or accepts the patronage or trade of the general public, or which is supported directly or indirectly by government funds. Mr. Hines was not charged with any crime which supports your allegation. The letter further states that you notified third parties of this unsubstantiated allegation, the Sheriff's Department and Police Department. An allegation of public obscenity is a serious allegation in itself. However, accompanied with trespass, denying Mr. Hines access and use of publicly funded resources without due process of law violates Mr. Hines' rights. The Board of Control has a defined ethical responsibility to observe ethical standards with absolute truth, integrity, and honor. The unsubstantiated allegations made to third parties constitutes defamation per se, and because Mr. Hines makes his living as journalist, it also constitutes defamation per quad. In the United States of America, even in Louisiana, a person has a presumption of innocence until proven guilty in a court of law. Mr. Hines was not charged with nor convicted of any of the acts or conduct you have alleged and reported to third parties. His conviction of failure to identify is being challenged in the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, as Mr. Hines' Fourth Amendment right was violated by police, which your staff caused and without legal justification initiated the contact. In fact, Natchitoches Library staff contacted the police on January 22nd, the date the incident occurred, and is the date of the primary claim. Because, as recorded by the Natchitoches Police Dispatch, Mr. Hines appeared to be acting weird. At no time did any staff or responding officers alleged make comment or discuss the allegations you have made in the letter to Mr. Hines and to third parties while engaging the officers or engaging Mr. Hines directly. Although there appears to be a pattern of library staff contacting police about persons who appear to be homeless, as library staff contacted police on January 21st and 22nd on individuals who are in fact homeless. This conduct of library staff is directly contradictory to the library's mission statement. Who is there to help you carve an accurate, unbiased path to knowledge? Your public library. No matter your age, race, circumstances, background, socioeconomic status, education, or religion, your library is there to offer up the world's information to you. The playing field is leveled at the library. So not only did the library staff create the police contact for Mr. Hines because they biasly judged him as weird, but now your organization has spread defamatory rumors of Mr. Hines impacting Mr. Hines' reputation, went as far as denying Mr. Hines of public services. Mr. Hines, an honorably discharged military veteran whose MO was a military police officer in the Air Force, practices his First Amendment constitutional rights and video records almost all of his daily interactions on multiple cameras. He does this in part to prevent people from lying about what he does in public places. From the time Mr. Hines entered the Natchitoches Parish Main Library on January 22nd, 2022, he was video recording First Amendment protected activity. A person within the United States of America has the right to record anything they see on any public or publicly accessible place, no matter of an internal policy, rule, or regulation. This right has been fully established by the government under the Plain View Doctrine. Officer Davis and Favors also had body-worn cameras, which showed Mr. Hines and his laptop at all times while the officers made contact with Mr. Hines. These recordings were also made in the public library and are legal under the same laws that allow Mr. Hines to record. There is no supporting evidence from these body cameras that supports your allegations. It is hereby demanded you cease and desist your defamatory allegations, rescind your trespass, and immediately issue a retraction and apology letter to Mr. Hines to avoid additional or further legal action in this manner. And then these are all the board members. Concise statement of suffered injury. Arising from the facts described herein, Mr. Hines' claim for intentional and negligent infliction of emotional distress defamation per quote, defamation per se, slander per quote, slander per se, a violation of Mr. Hines' state and federal constitutional rights, including his right to freedom of speech and due process. Mr. Hines' damages for emotional distress, compensatory, and punitive damages are substantial and likely to exceed $300,000. In addition, Mr. Hines will seek his attorney fees and costs in pursuing this matter. Preservation of evidence. Mr. Hines reminds the Natchitoches Public Parish Library, its Board of Control, and its agents that they have a legal obligation to preserve all information and evidence that may be relevant to Mr. Hines' claims. Such informations include all communications regarding Mr. Hines, all documents that pertain to Mr. Hines. Defendant's obligation to preserve evidence apply regardless of the form of the form the relevant information takes. As such, the Natchitoches Parish Library, the Board of Control, and its employees must preserve all hard and electronic copies of all relevant information. The hard drives of each individual identified herein must also be preserved and maintained. And that's it. So, I'll stop there.